Welcome to my home here in New Jersey. And I'm bringing to you tonight our jars of the award winning Mama Mancini's tomato sauce. And this is a sauce that we brought to QVC with our meatballs 8 years ago. And immediately after we launched the meatballs to rave reviews, everyone was saying, Daniel, can you bring us the sauce? So we started bringing the sauce to everyone in our pouches of frozen sauce, and that was great, and people were loving it. And then I started getting emails and Facebook comments saying, Daniel, how about putting the sauce in a jar for us so we could stick it on the shelf? So we went ahead and we did that. And this is something we launched, I want to say about a year ago on QVC. So now this is item number M79531. This is an exclusive just for you. We do not offer this to anyone else but our QVC family. And you will be getting these four 24-ounce jars of our award-winning tomato sauce. Now, like anything we sell, it's always all about the ingredients. And the ingredients here are the exact ingredients my grandmother taught me to use many, many years ago. I grew up in her home. That's my grandmother holding me in the backyard of the home I grew up in, her home in Brooklyn. She traveled from Italy in 1921 with my grandfather, carrying with her all her recipes. That's the boat that they traveled over on to Ellis Island from Naples, Italy, which every time I see that picture, I get chills because just to think that they were on that boat. And that's the log at Ellis Island where they signed in when they landed. And my grandmother always told me that when my grandmother and my grandfather's feet touched the ground on Ellis Island, they were American. But of course, she brought all her Italian traditions with her and all her Italian recipes. So what makes the sauce so special? Why have we won year after year for best sauce here on QVC? And by the way, this year, most recommended brand as well. I give that credit to my grandmother, not to me. The sauce is all about the ingredients. And this sauce is made with tomatoes. We add a little bit of tomato paste. Then we add onions, garlic, a bay leaf. My grandmother added the bay leaf because she felt that was her way just to sweeten the sauce a little bit. Basil, a little salt, a little pepper. What we don't add, and this is really important, we do not add sugar to our sauce. My grandmother never added sugar. We don't add sugar. And quite honestly, I don't understand why any commercial company adds sugar. But let me show you this. This is as thick as any sauce if you make it at home. Again, all tomatoes. You're going to be able to make with this offer of the four 24-ounce jars. So each jar is going to easily sauce a pound of pasta. So you'll get 4 servings out of a pound of pasta. So you're looking at about 16 servings. You'll get this offer home on 3Pay for $16.66, which is incredible. Also, what I love about this today, it's the first time in a long time we're offering auto delivery on this. So every 90 days for the next year, if you grab the auto delivery, which I highly recommend you do because we don't always have a lot of jars available because we only jar them certain times of the year. So if you do auto delivery every 3 months, you're going to get 4 more jars. So you're going to go through a jar a week. So if you like the sauce, if you've had the sauce, if you're new to the sauce, trust me, you should probably pick up a couple offers because they do go fast. And this is one of, 16 servings. Always a little extra cheese on top, not a bad thing. It's old school, old world cooking. My grandmother, again, she didn't use preservatives. We don't use preservatives. This is all real ingredients. Again, it's tomatoes, tomato paste, olive oil, onion, garlic, bay leaf, little basil, little salt, a little pepper. We don't add sugar. You're going to be getting these 4 jars. It ships. And as you asked for, those jars are pantry safe. They'll stay safe in your pantry over a year, about a year and 3 months. But you're going to go, look, you're going to go through it much quicker than that. But just so you know, you'll have it that long in your pantry. You don't have to worry about, it going bad if it's in the freezer or if it's left out. Each jar, again, is 24 ounces. This is item M79531, and it's on 3Pay, which is great. So you're going to be able to get this home for $16.66. And in this, like I was saying earlier, this is the first time in a long time we were able to put this on auto delivery. I strongly suggest you do this. You're going to have this, you're going to be home. You're going to go through the 4 jars. I'm going to tell you this. Everybody uses a jar of sauce a week. So assume if you don't use a jar of sauce a week, in about 5 weeks, 6 weeks, you're going to say, "Ah, I should have grabbed the auto delivery. It would have been, would have been on its way to me." So every 3 months for the next year, you'll have the sauce showing up. Again, I always recommend load up on this. Pick up 2 offers, pick up 3 offers. I mean, that's not a lot of sauce to have in your house. And again, it'll be safe in your pantry over a year. Item 79531, so 16 servings, which breaks down to just about $3.12 a serving, which is that's incredible. I mean, if you go out and get any Italian restaurant and order a plate of pasta this size, it's going to be $12 to $15. So $3.12 plus the pasta, you're talking about probably another 25, 30 cents, if that. And again, if you look at the sauce here, it is just so thick. And those are the jars you see there. I mean, this is every time I have to tell you, every time I take the sauce out. Now, this I heated up a little bit earlier, and the aroma just fills up this kitchen. And I swear I'm transported back to my grandmother's home in Brooklyn. So she came here, as they said, in 1921. We won an award for best sauce last 3 years in a row, most recommended brand last 2 years. So this recipe is a recipe she took with her from Italy. I know it was her mother's recipe. I'm sure it was. She didn't invent the recipe. She got it from her mother. So here, just in our country, this recipe is 102 years old, which is absolutely incredible. She came here in 1921, January 21st. So we just celebrated 102 years. And, this is a recipe that I learned from her. I was fortunate enough to grow up in her home in Brooklyn, and I would always make sure that I watched everything she did. I love the fact that when my grandmother, I love putting cheese, look at that cheese. I love the fact that my grandmother, when she would cook dinner, whether it was Sunday or Saturday or even during the week, we all would gather around the table. And that was one of the big reasons why I really felt I wanted to start the company Mama Mancini's, because I felt, you know what, if we can make real food the way a grandmother would make it, which is what this is grandma quality food, 4 24-ounce jars. Again, each jar is going to sauce a full pound of pasta, a healthy portion of sauce. And, and I felt if we can bring real food made the way grandmother made it, it's going to make everybody's life easy. And you'll feel good about using our products here on QVC because it's made with all real ingredients, whether it's our meatballs or our sausages that we bring here, real ingredients. And again, when you get the jar home, you're going to look at this and you're going to say, yeah, Daniel was absolutely right. Tomatoes, tomato paste, olive oil, onion, garlic, basil, bay leaf, a little bit of salt and pepper. And what's not in there, again, which is so important, there's no sugar. We do not add sugar. So when you see that sugar in the back on the nutritionals, that comes from the tomatoes. Any of the sugar that you see in there, there's no added sugar to it. And it's the sauce that if you travel to Italy, I promise you, this is what you would be getting. This is the sauce that if you took the time to make it at home, which we could do, but we're talking about a 5-hour process, but in minutes. So what's taking us a whole day to do for you, that doesn't even include jarring the sauce because you know what's involved in that, right? So it's a whole day. So what takes us 5 hours just to cook takes you 10 minutes once you heat this up. It's great for all your pastas. I use it in my stews. I use it in my lasagnas, my chicken parm, anything that you would use a tomato base for. This is perfect because there's no extra spices added. There's no extra seasoning added to it. It's a pure tomato sauce that you would find in a small restaurant, whether you're in Italy or if you're in grandma's home, or again, if you took the tomatoes, the tomato paste, the olive oil, the onion, the garlic, the bay leaf, the basil, fresh basil, salt, pepper, no sugar, and made it at home. So you're getting 4 jars. It's item M79531. It's on 3Pay, which is incredible. You get it home for $16.66. I always say, please, when we have auto delivery on the sauce, which is not that often, please take advantage of it, because every 30 days for the year, you're going to get 4 more of these jars. But you know they're going to be gone. You're going to go through it much faster than 3 months. So maybe bring 2 in. So you have 8 jars, and then you have 8 jars every 90 days. And what's important about auto delivery here on QVC, which I absolutely love, and I always urge everyone to do it, you get the sauce home, and let's say for some reason you have some jars left over. You just call up QVC and say, delay my auto delivery, and they'll delay it. Or if you're not happy with the sauce, you can cancel your auto delivery. So it's really a safety net when you see something on QVC that you love. And I'm telling you, 3 years in a row winning best sauce, most recommended brand. And again, we bring this just for you. We don't offer this to anyone else. You cannot find our jarred sauce in any supermarket, anywhere. You're just not going to find it. It's here special for you. Again, it's M79531 on 3Pay, which is incredible. That's $16.66, which is an incredible deal. You're going to get 16 servings if you were going to make a pasta like this. That's about $3.12 a serving, not including the pasta. But pasta, for 4 people is another 25 or 30 cents. So we have, there's 1 minute left on this. So I'm telling you, please take advantage of this. You're absolutely going to love it. Again, it's an award-winning sauce. You get it home for $16.66. You're getting 4 shelf-stable, pantry-stable jars that will be on your pantry, be safe in your pantry well over a year. But again, you're going to go through it much sooner than that. And, thank you very much. I hope you do take advantage of this. And I think coming up next is Crystal from Karma Foods.